Hello, everyone. I'm Felicia Jones. I'm the lead researcher and founder of iFind You Close. And if you have stumbled upon here because you're a member, a subscriber to iFind You Close is a great place to be. If you are not, then you're still going to find out all about iFind You Close. And I have to kind of preface a little bit of this. I have not live streamed in a very long time. I mean, it's been I used to live stream every day for some years, but 2020 did its thing, and I had to take a break from the live streaming. But I'm back. I'm back, and today what we're going to talk about is all things I Find You Close. So we're going to talk about finding speaking gigs with I Find You Close. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. We're going to go over. I have my trusty little notes with me. We're going to go over using the platform, finding speaking gigs, basically how to find speaking gigs with I Find You Close. We're going to talk about what you can expect as a speaker during the summer because, this is, things get a little interesting in the summertime. And we're going to talk about managing your account and then what to expect or what's upcoming for I Find You Close. So I'm pretty excited. You're here. And of course, if you have any questions around anything, please drop them over in the chat box, or you can put them down in the comment box below, and I will definitely come back to find them. But like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so you're gonna have to work with. You're gonna have to follow along as I fumble my way through this. And just to give you a little bit of background, so I am basically a nomad now. So I am in my RV. I'm in the state of Colorado. This is where I Find You Close, the official business, is located in the state of Colorado. But right now we're about to set out on a road trip up to Washington State so that we can go do some outdoor stuff. So if you see things in the background, or if I have to stop because you hear a dog barking, that's because my home used to be this. Now it's like this. And I'm sitting here with my husband and my dog, and all the things that go with that. All right, let's go ahead and just jump straight into this. And we're going to talk about I Find You Close. And I'm going to bring up this window here. As you can see, this is the homepage of I Find You Close. So let me give you a little bit of background for those of you who do not know what I Find You Close is. This is a speaking opportunities delivered platform. Basically, what I do, and I have a very small team that I use occasionally, but I basically go out and research the internet and find speaking opportunities for people who want to get on stage, specifically people who are wanting to market their business through public speaking. Through my experience with public speaking, this was the best way that I built up my business. So my very first business when I first started this, and if you're an entrepreneur, things always shift, change, and pivot. But I started off in money coaching, and I used to just go out and land speaking gigs just to talk about the business, to gain clients, and to build up name recognition for myself. Now, when I switched over to I Find You Close, I switched over to it in about, officially it was 2019 when I switched over, but I was kind of doing this like undercover for since about 2017. And I would get on stage to talk about speaking. But when I officially launched I Find You Close, this was the main way that I would go out and gain more clients, because it's a form of marketing and it works. It's one to many. And of course, you get to look pretty fancy when you're on stage. So if you look at this photo here, this is actually a photo of me. Yeah, I look a lot different than that. But no, this is a photo of me when I was speaking for the um, Hilton Hotels team. And, you get to do things like this, and then you get the name recognition, you get the photos, and then, of course, you get clients. So that is how I jumped into public speaking and using speaking as a way to market. Of course, if you have any questions around any of this, all you got to do is drop them in the chat box over there. If you're watching this later on, that's cool too. I will put your comments down in the comment box, and I will answer them. Um, that's just kind of how this works, right? You ask and you will receive an answer. But um, so so back to the story of I Find You Close. So when I started this in 2019, one of the biggest frustrations was not being able to find a decent list of speaking opportunities with decent research information. So my background, I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, a master's degree in systems engineering. I was a computer scientist for the U.S. Navy for 11 years, then worked for another Department of Defense agency, took an early retirement, um, jumped into the world of entrepreneurship. But one of the things that I really learned from all of this, I know how to find stuff, and I like research. I'm that nerdy person. I like to research things. I need to know all the details instead of here's a link. And what I was finding with a lot of platforms that I was using, they just give you a link, and it's like, okay, you follow the link, and sometimes the information is old, is bad, or is like a year outdated. So I didn't like that, and so I decided to do this for myself. And then when people kept asking me how you find gigs, this is how I started. So this is a very small business. Is me. Like I said, I have a team that I use occasionally, but I sit up here every week and I go through about hundreds of speaking opportunities that I think fit the people who are using iFind You Close, and I post them inside of our platform that you see here. This is the website. And like I said, we're going to just jump right into using this platform. And for those of you who are members, this is extremely important for you. Subscribers, members, I go back and forth. Very extremely important to you so that you'll know exactly where to find the things that you need. So here is our first topic of the day. It is using the platform. I know it's pretty straightforward, right? So using the platform. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to talk about it. So you go to the website. Of course, if you want to read through all the things, you can do that. But the biggest thing is you're just going to sign in. And for those of you who have a username and a password, you can sign in. For those of you who have not subscribed, yes, you can create a username and password, but you won't be able to see anything until you have officially subscribed to Speaking Opportunities Delivered. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign in right now. And of course, I don't have a username ready for you to go. So give me a moment. You know how you try to be really prepared and then you realize that you are not prepared. I thought I was being prepared. So let's do it this way. Let's go over to, I'm going to bring up, I toggle between using Chrome and Edge. Is it Edge? Bing? Whatever they call this thing. So you can go over to iFind You Close. You can search for it. It will pop up. Let me make sure. I am actually logged in already, so I'm going to actually sign out because my admin account looks very different than what you would see. So what you're going to do is sign in. I'm going to use one of my accounts here. I have a test account. And you will sign in, and we will get back to all of this, but I really want you to go to my dashboard. And so this is where you will see any courses that you have purchased from iFind You Close. But the one you're really going to go for is where it says start here, like big old start here. This big old start here to access your speaking opportunities. So I want you to actually go to that one, and you can click on it, start course. The platform we're using behind us is Thinkific, so it's been really cool using Thinkific to do all of this. And of course, when you go to the start here, it will bring you to one of the very first things that says start here. I know. I try to keep it simple. I try to keep it as simple as possible. So when you log in for the very first time, or anytime, it kind of always defaults back to this page. But this is just a little letter from me. And just breaking down all the things that you are going to see inside of this platform right now. Now, I am using this on a desktop. It does look a little different on a mobile device if you're using an iPad, or if you're using, I'm an Android user, so if you're using a cell phone, it's going to look a little different. Your menus will be at the very top, so you'll have to navigate through that. But I do want to let you know that when you go to start here, it breaks down as much information as possible, and if I'm ever missing anything, just tell me. Like, seriously, it tells you what kind of opportunities we post, which are speaking opportunities across numerous industries with various topics, and looking for various types of experts. We talk about, I post TEDx speaking opportunities, small business grants. Now I will say this, now I gotta preface the TEDx and the small business grants. So the priority of iFind You Close is speaking opportunities. That's what you're going to get. Now, what happens with the TEDx And the TEDx I usually update every couple of months because they're coming and going all the time. The small business grants, I update them as I see them because, like I said, it's not my focus, and I know some wonderful people out there who focus on grants for either businesses, creators, small business owners. So if you want something specifically for grants, just let me know and I'll point you in that direction. But I'm just going to post things as I see them that I find are useful for you as a business owner, and they will typically always be some type of small business opportunity or a pitch competition for small businesses. I don't branch out into arts or photography or anything like that because that's not what I do here. um, so I want you to kind of really pay attention to that. Also, writing and journalist opportunities. I'm going to show you exactly where all those are. But here, this area here under, if you go to start here and click on welcome and navigate I find you close, it'll kind of just break down what you're seeing, where to find the speaking opportunities, where to find TEDx and funding and writing opportunities, um, how to update your account information. We're going to actually go through all of this stuff, but just if you ever get lost, and I always put it here, you can always go to the blog. We're in the process of trying to make sure all of this stuff is on the blog as well as outside, inside and outside of the platform, so that you can find it whenever you need it. And then, of course, you can stay up to date on LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. I will say probably Twitter is the best place to stay up to date, but I try to post as much as possible. Social media is not my jam these days. If you're not receiving emails, usually it's because either you unsubscribe. So if you unsubscribe from the emails, you're still subscribed to the platform, and we'll go over that as well. But here is a link where you can put your name back on the list, or you may have misspelled your email address. I've actually run into that a lot. So also you have definitions of what you're going to see, and trying to explain as much as possible. So, all right. So that this is just like an intro of where to go. But once you logged in, you have all of these tabs over here to the left that'll kind of navigate you, and it's pretty simple. It's either start here where you can find the navigation, or you can go to the opportunity library. Like I said, this is where you'll find your TEDx events, your funding, competitions, and writing. And like I said, a lot of this stuff is updated as I see it. Right now, it's just not working. It takes a little long. What I do with the writing, I just repost them from Twitter. I don't, like I said, it's not my main focus. So I just like to share as much information as I see, especially for those of you who are looking to kind of side hustle into freelance writing, or just want some credibility and get your name in some publication. So that's where you'll find the other opportunity library. And then the speaking opportunities. Let's get down to what you're really looking for. They're broken into two categories. There's current speaking opportunities. These are the opportunities that have dates that are recent, deadlines. Everything I do is based on deadlines. So these are the ones that'll give you the deadlines that are like in the next few weeks or things like that, or upcoming. The past speaking opportunities, these are the ones where it's just old. Just older information, and it's still information that you can use. And I think I will do another live stream on how you can use that other information to find speaking opportunities. But let's go ahead and just look at the current. So all you have to do is click on this current speaking opportunities, and everything is based on weeks. Every Monday, besides a holiday, I post the speaking opportunities before 6 a.m. I'm sorry, before 6 p.m. Eastern time. 6 a.m. Eastern time. I am not awake. I'm just letting you know. So what you'll see here is that it'll have a date, typically a Monday, just letting you know which week the opportunities were posted, and you will see the opportunities. All you have to do is click on them. I'm just saying all you have to do a lot. I know, like, seriously. If you get tired of the all you have to do, just let me know. Because sometimes I used to hate when people just say all you have to do, all you have to do. So I need to find another filler word with all you have to do. So what you need to do, I'll do that. Once you are here, what you will do, see, I got it now, is click on whatever week you want to go to. And I just do it by week, so it just helps to kind of keep organized with where you are. with the opportunities. And as you can see, we list the opportunities here. I give you the name, and here's a link where you can click on the event. If you click on anything red, it'll pop up into another window, and it'll take you directly to the event so that you can read over the information as well to get an idea if this is your type of event or if you need to pass. I give you the date of the event, the deadline. When it says open, that means they didn't really put a specific deadline, but this is where you have to use the math. If it's in October and it's August, you're not getting that gig. Just letting you know, you're not getting that one. But right now, this is when you need to apply. And the location, the industry, like this one is for global meeting events and incentive travel professionals. So basically, it's like live events. So people who put on live events, people who vendor for live events, this is where you're gonna find that type of audience. Topics wanted. Now the interesting thing with topics wanted, sometimes I'm able to kind of give you, all right, here's an idea of the topics that they're looking for. Sometimes they just say, give us your best thoughts. This is where you'll have to know the audience, what you talk about, and what you can bring to the audience. So when I say relevant to audience, this is where you will have to make your topic relevant to that particular audience so it makes sense to them. And then I give you the audience size, and then the best for. This one is for authority and credibility and networking. Typically, this means you're going to meet a lot of people. You may or may not get a lot of business. It depends. Now, that is totally up to you. If you know how to sell with shaking of a hand, you're going to do well. If you're still learning this, you'll figure it out. Compensation. Usually events don't blatantly tell me whether or not they are going to pay. This is going to be up for you to kind of figure it out. And then, of course, the strategies, complete an application. I usually try to tell you if you've had to email somebody, create a video, complete an application, whatever it takes so that you can kind of get prepared to do this. And then if you click here, it opens up another window, and it takes you to the form or the information you need so that you can apply for this particular gig. So like if we look at this particular opportunity and the topics wanted, so they were very clear at the topics that they're looking for: entrepreneurship, space technology, diversity and inclusion, finance tech. So usually when I find those, I will put them down there. I need to make an update on that one. And I actually do try to put down session types if they're looking for keynotes, breakouts, fireside chats. Fireside chats usually just sit around with the microphone and talk, or if it's an interview, or they're doing panels. And panels are actually a really cool one to be a part of. Like for this one, this is the Wisconsin's Lodging Conference and Trade Show. They do workforce culture, service leadership, team building, things like that. So this is where you'll have to know what you do, and they are looking for breakout and keynote. Compensation is only available for keynotes only. So I try to find that little information so that you can have. But as you can see, this is where you will find the opportunities when you go over to current speaking opportunities. I'm moving my mouse around. I think you can see my mouse. And then you can click through for each week. And of course, I try to post something from the blog just to kind of keep you engaged with everything. And usually, so I need to talk about, I'm going to make sure I follow my notes here. So we talked about logging in. I'm at this point now, I like seriously, I'll just tell you. I'm at this point now, I don't try to remember all the things. So I actually have notes, and I do write down. This is my notebook. I write down all the things. So right now we've talked about logging in or signing in. Hopefully if you have any questions around signing in, just let me know, and I will be sure to go over this again. But like I said, you just go to the website, click the sign in, and then it'll go to my dashboard, and then you want to look for the big button that says speaking opportunities start here. I'll actually go back out to show you that. Yeah, so as soon as you log in, you go over to my dashboard, and this button right here, start here, big old start here. I think I'll try to make it bigger if possible. And I showed you where the current speaking gigs are. After some navigation, if you ever get lost, always go back here. But what you want to do is go down to the current speaking opportunities, and there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 weeks of available opportunities. And sometimes inside of there you'll have some deadlines that I've already passed, but you'll see how that works. So like for this one, the deadline's June 14th. That one just passed, but you may have a few that have June 30th. Um, so so you'll kind of see the opportunities that way. The other thing, oh, I should probably put this on a regular camera so you can see. So yeah, like I said, you'll see the dates here, boop, 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 the deadlines for all of these. And so now I have to talk about when you can expect these. So, like I said, all of these speaking opportunities are posted every Monday before 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I typically work out of Mountain Time Zone because that's where Colorado is. So, I usually try to do it by 4 p.m. Mountain. If for whatever reason you don't see speaking opportunities by 6 p.m., is usually because there's some huge tech issue, and there haven't been many. There haven't been many. There trust me, there haven't been many. But when they are, oh, I panic. So usually some huge tech issue with either the platform or something with internet that is not typical, but that usually happens. Or there is a U.S. holiday. So I do recognize all U.S. federal holidays. So if a holiday, federal holiday falls on a Sunday or a Monday, I will push the opportunities to the Tuesday. And typically I use a pop-up banner to when you're logging in so that you can see that. So when a holiday falls on a Tuesday, you'll still get your opportunities on a Monday. So, and if there's something, kind of crazy going on with my life, I will let you know ahead of time if something's not going to be posted. But typically by 6 p.m. on Monday, you can find your speaking opportunities. And let's talk about emails. I know, let's talk about emails. I know this is probably one of the I hope this is exciting for you. It's probably not, but it doesn't matter. Now, when it comes to emails, I'm actually going to come back over here so that I can open up the emails. Do I need to show you the emails? I'm actually going to show you the emails so that you'll know exactly what I am talking about. I usually send the emails to myself, so I'm going to see if I can find them so that you can see what they will look like. I'm going to open up my email. There we go. There we go. I think you can see that. Let's go ahead. So when it comes to emails, the emails will typically come every Tuesday and Thursday, usually in the evening. Every blue moon, I may just send one a week. I may send them on a Wednesday, depending on if life is just lifing for me at the moment. But you can expect a reminder email every week in your inbox reminding you to sign in to the platform so that you can grab your speaking opportunities. One of the big things we've always had from people is like, oh, I was suspecting a list in my email box. No, actually, you'll get a reminder so that you can sign in with your username and password so that you can view the opportunities. And the reason I did it that way is because I was on a few lists that sent the list through email. And if your email box is like mine, where it's like it's so overwhelming, sometimes you just forget things or things go into spam. It happens. So I never really paid attention. So I really wanted it to keep it inside of a platform that is nice and neat and organized so that you can always go back to it and not try to fumble around and try to find where that email go. And because sometimes you see that email like, oh my gosh, good one, and then yeah, I used to try to star things, but my star email box is just as crazy as my regular email box. All right, so when you get an email, they will come from me. It'll say Felicia. Uh, it'll come from Felicia at iFind You Close, and I always just give you some little cool details about what's going on, either in the speaking industry, how to stay on top of your speaking career, or just some tips, or just like, some stories I have heard, and I'm just telling you about it. So right now, for the month of June, it's just been a reminder campaign of reminding people that you are a subscriber to iFind You Close. Every now and then I get a couple of people like, I didn't sign up for this. I'm like, yeah, you did. So I'm just reminding you. So you will get an email that will come to you, and it'll have, links. It'll say something like this. This week's speaking opportunities are ready for you to review. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to click on the link, and it will take you right back to where you need to go. which is here. It's getting there. It's getting there. So it'll take you right to after you've signed in, or if you're already signed in, it'll take you right to the speaking opportunities, so that you can see them, and then also just some other little tidbits on things to help. So let me go down and see if I can find one that is kind of cool that could be useful. Sometimes I send myself the email, sometimes I don't. So who knows what I send myself? Here's one. It just talks about how to convert clients at events. So I will put all of this content inside of an email so that it's useful for you. And it's really neat because I actually do get a lot of people who respond back and like, oh my gosh, that was really good. I never even thought about that. So I try to give you just some tips from my experience, what I'm hearing from other speakers, what I'm seeing from events, what event coordinators, event hosts are telling me. I try to give you as much information like that inside of the email. All right. Um, cool. I mean, we're down to emails. We're there are other items that I told you. I think I told you about all the other things. Oh, there's a couple other things I got to tell you about, which the platform. Like I said, if you have any questions, just put them over in the chat box. If you're watching this later, that's great. I think we'll be able to break this video down into chapters. Um, I'm still learning. I'm still learning a whole lot of stuff when it comes to this. Let me find my. I've already lost. I've already lost it. See, that's why it's hard to keep up with all the things. I've already lost the things. So here's a couple of other things that I'm really excited about when it comes to the platform. Now, like I said, we are using Thinkific as the background platform of this. And recently, they launched the new feature of having an app. I have to say, I am so excited about the app. I wish I could show you how to do it on my phone, but I think that might be way too hard for me to try to navigate a phone on camera. So what I'm going to tell you, do they call it a community, and once you are here inside of the platform, you can actually just click this button and it goes over to the community here. I will tell you about the app in a second, but you can go over to the community. And what I've done, if you have any questions, you pop them over here. But what I'm mainly using this community for is to just post last minute speaking opportunities. And when I say last minute speaking opportunities, um, these are usually the opportunities that I just come across that are really fast. Like the deadlines are like in 2 or 3 days, I will post them here. I try to do this like every Monday when I'm doing research. So every Monday is my research day. So when I'm sitting down on Mondays, I will post them here, and just anything that I think would be relevant to you, any opportunities that I come by. Typically, I find these people send things through my email address, or or I find them on Twitter or any other social media platform. So I try to just give you as much information as possible. And I think what's going to happen with this, it's not going to necessarily become a full-fledged community, because I've actually had a lot of people, you guys have spoken. Community is not necessarily what you're looking for, and that's fine. But I want you to know that if you are ever stuck with anything, all you have to do is reach out. My number is posted, either it's on the Google page site. I think it might be the email address is on the website. You have the community. You could pop in the community, ask questions. If you go to Instagram, I think it'll connect right to our WhatsApp channel. So whenever you get stuck, all you have to do is send a message, and I will answer to the best of my ability if it's something I can answer, or I will point you in the right direction. So even though it may not be a full-fledged community where everybody talks to each other, I do want you to know that I'm here to help, and I always tell people we do onboarding phone calls for those of you who have signed up for your onboarding. And I always tell everybody I talk to, like, if you need help, just text. Like, seriously, just text, email, message, DM, and I will help you as much as possible, especially like if you're on LinkedIn. I do cycle through. I may not answer like immediately because I don't live on social media. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing these days, but I do circle around through all the social media platforms, and I will definitely answer your questions, any questions you have. But to be honest, WhatsApp and probably a text or an email. Email is actually probably the fastest way. So Let's make sure I got all the finding speaking gigs. I forgot. See, I was supposed to see this. You could see. You could tell I haven't done this in a long time, and I think I was supposed to put this up. So we talked about finding speaking gigs, logging in, and using the platform to find the gigs that you want, how to piece through them, and things like that. We've talked about email, and we talked about the other items with the community. For those of you who, if you are interested in downloading the app, I'm going to go over here to our YouTube page. I know. Get to go to YouTube. You get to see me playing on the internet at the same time that I'm teaching you. This is great. So if you're ever interested in downloading the app, which I think is kind of cool, I wish they had this app a long time ago, so I'm pretty excited about it. So if you go over to Shorts, and I will make sure, it doesn't like me right now. There is a video. It's going to have some sound. I'm going to turn it down right here. Ooh, that was really loud. And it actually, it's just a quick little video that shows you how to go to the App Store to download Thinkific app, and then you're going to find iFind you. Type in iFind you close. I think I'm narrating this video as we go, and it's going to say results found, and you click on the button. You log in, sign in with your username and account for your iFind you close app. That's me right there. And you sign in, and you can save your path. That's up to you. And now it does this thing, and same thing. You're going to go to start here, and it is going to take you to the speaking opportunity. So everything is like at your fingertips in this little thingy right here. In this little thingy right here. Yeah. So everything you need to find speaking opportunities is right there. So I will make sure that that video is like posted so that you can go and look at it. But basically, you go to the App Store and look for Thinkific. So I'm really excited about that. And you can see what's going on in the community there as well. So all of this stuff, like I said, I only post the last minute speaking gigs as I find them, or at the beginning of the week. So I won't say that this is going to be the most consistent thing, but when it's there, I try to let you know. And if I'm correct, it does give you kind of some, oh, something went wrong. But it does give you some notifications that somebody has posted something in there. All right. That's a lot of talking. That's a lot of talking. Whew. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. And I'm so grateful that you're here so that I can maneuver through doing this again for the very first time in a very long time. So that's been kind of fun. Trying to make sure I didn't mess things up. I think my next, maybe the next one I do will be a lot smoother than this one. But I'm trying to go through these things a little slower and trying to make sure I'm not screwing up too much, but it's been pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. So now I'm going to sit back and we're going to talk about what to expect during the summer. So let me go ahead and go back out to, like I said, these are the speaking opportunities. I'll leave that up. But let's talk about what to expect during the summer. For those of you who are definitely out there using speaking, you're trying to get on stage and do all the things, I applaud you. It is not the easiest thing to do, but it has a lot of cool rewards because it's kind of fun. I got to tell you, it is absolutely fun. Yeah, try to go to the homepage here. It is absolutely fun. And the way I have broken speaking up in for when I'm out there on the road speaking a lot is that I break everything down by seasons. Now, of course, this is going to have to work based on you and what's your rhythm for the industry that you cater to. Now, I would say my rhythm was around entrepreneurs, business owners, blogging conferences, and content creators. So typically, my season for speaking is late spring, very minimal, but then fall. Fall for me is like go time. The last time I was like out on the road, like speaking, like big time, was definitely 2019. Actually 2019, and 2020. 2020 went virtual. I ended up with like 24 speaking gigs that year, but 2019 definitely. And it was always the fall. Like summer, nothing. Like my last gig will always end around May. And then there'd be like nothing for the summer, and then come fall, it would be all the things. It would be time to pitch and time to deliver. So you're pitching and delivering. Um, pitching 4 gigs and then delivering on the ones that you pitched earlier in the year or the year before. So it was always a busy time. So I have to tell you that in researching this over the last, whew, wow, it's been a long time, 5, 6 years, like getting deep into the research, there is a rhythm for when there are speaking opportunities. And I have to tell you, summer is a time where things slow down. It doesn't stop, it just slows down. So all of the events that are happening in summer, they're definitely happening. A lot of people take the time out because people have families, they have kids. It's hot. It's just hot. People go on vacation, so you kind of start seeing this in the world of speaking, and when people are releasing opportunities. So during the summer, things get not as abundant as it is at the beginning of the year or towards the end of the year, and that's why I think it's really cool using a platform like I Find You Clothes, because when you're doing it by yourself, it could be like there's nothing out there. Oh my gosh, and you just start panicking. Whereas myself, and this is usually when I bring in the team, because even I need the additional research help to go inside and try to dig through who was posting over the summer. So that's kind of the cool thing, is that you don't have to worry about it. You let us do the hard work, and we will go out and find the things for you to still keep pitching. But also, as a speaker myself, the summertime is the best time to work on all the things that you need to be a speaker. And I will actually just show you my website. This is my personal website, where I keep up with my photos and all of my travels and things like that. Let me log out. So this is my other little side hustle that I do. So during this time when things are not as abundant, or you definitely see the lull in speaking gigs, this is the time you want to work on your speaker website. All of this. I'm not going to go in too much detail, but you want to work on what's going to make you money, and you want to work on what's going to get you booked. So if you are creating products, if you're launching products, this is the time to work on it, especially June, July, into the beginning of August. June, July is kind of there's still opportunities out there. There's still people delivering, but it gets a little kind of like, a little stagnant. But this is the right time for you to work on your videos, post everything, everything you see here for an amazing speaker page, logos, what you do, what you offer, getting your testimonials. This is the time you really want to work on any of that stuff. Like I said, it's all about what's going to make you money and what's going to get you booked. And when I say make you money, I've said this in numerous newsletters and on some of the older videos. If you're on the YouTube channel, like, never never get on stage if you don't have anything to sell. And I'm not saying you got to be a salesperson, but I highly recommend, if you have something to sell, it helps. So during the summer, this is the best time for you to work on reimagining, refreshing, making sure all of your links work, making sure all of your writing is out there, to update all of the things to get you ready for the fall. And if you are pitching in the fall, this will be perfect for you. If you're delivering in the fall, so remember, if you're pitching in the fall, all of this work is going to help you get booked for next year. If you're delivering in the fall, this is going to help you make money. So that's why, take the next, it's the end of June right now. So you're going to take all of July, beginning of August, to work on all the things that'll either get you booked or help you make money. Because when it's usually like the very last week of August, but definitely September and into October, you get an abundance of speaking opportunities, and I don't want you to miss out on any of them. So I want to make sure that you have everything together over the summer. Still keep pitching in the summer, but make sure you're working on all the things that'll get you booked or help you get paid. All right. So now we're gonna move on to. I think I was supposed to. I did that. I did that. See, I'm here. I got all my stuff together some kind of way. So now we're going to talk about managing your account. For those of you who are subscribers or thinking about subscribing to iFind You Close, this is going to be a big one because I get emails from every now and then from people who are like, okay, I don't know where to go. So we've already talked about where to go to sign in to find the speaking opportunities. I want to show you exactly where you need to go to manage your account. So let me go over here. Let's close this. So let's say you've already logged in and you're at your account. Remember, my dashboard gets you to any of the courses you've purchased, but also gets you to this big old button that says start here to access your speaking opportunities. So that's where you're going to go for your speaking opportunities. But in order to manage your account, I want you to go over here to your name. Aspen, that's my doggy. You're going to go over here. For those of you who are affiliates, you will see the information about your affiliate account. It'll tell you how much of an affiliate you get. And so let me break this down. Like, yeah, if you share this with a friend, if you share a link with your friend, you get some money. I pay this out quarterly. So you'll have to manage, you have to look at your account to see if anything's coming your way. And then I just send you the money. Also, here you see your affiliate links. You have this one, or you have this one that specifically goes to the page here, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like. This goes to the page. This is New Speaking Opportunities Weekly. It's just a basic landing page where you can, it'll sign you in or somebody can sign up. And then also your financial reports. Obviously, I have not made any money. And you can see the number of people that have clicked on your account. Now, I'm just going to preface this. I don't know exactly how it works. But you can see who clicked on your account. Now, the other thing is, if they do not use your address, you do not get credit. I cannot go backwards and make things happen in the background. The platform is very limited on me being able to do that. So if you want credit, they have to use your link. If they don't use your link, you don't get the credit. So that's just how it works. So you'll see your financial reports and you'll see your settings here. And your settings is basically where you want me to send the money. And this platform only uses PayPal, so you're going to have to use PayPal. Also, if you go back up here to managing your account, you go to my account. Yay! You could put in a cute little lovely photo of yourself. Give me more information, your professional title, your zip code, and where you are in the world or your time zone. So you can add all that information in, but you can change your password here. Certifications, I don't use this part of the platform. Notifications, and this just lets you know this is up to you if you want to receive notifications inside the communities and things like that, or if you ask a question and somebody responds to you with inside of the platform. Now, the one that's the big one is the billing. This is where you go to manage your credit card information. If you ever get a notification that your credit card is about to change, you go about to expire, you go here to update it. Your subscriptions are here, and when it says subscriptions, it'll tell you exactly what you're paying for, and you can cancel, update, upgrade, add more if you want to, and then your payment plans. We actually don't use payment plans here. So you can manage everything here because this is my account. I don't have anything. So as you can see, but then also you'll get your order history here, all of your receipts, and it just tells you exactly what you paid for, how much you charge, and what it was, and how much. And you can print this receipt. You can literally print all of your receipts so that you can keep up with your financial records of what is going on. Now, the other thing that you will get receipts in your email. Our payment platform is Stripe, so you will receive receipts every month inside of your inbox, letting you know that you are still a subscriber to iFind You Close. So this is where I wanted to go back to those emails, just letting you know that if you unsubscribe from an email, so it's always down here at the bottom, you can update your preferences or unsubscribe. If you unsubscribe, let me make that bigger so you can see, like here. If you unsubscribe from an email, it does not unsubscribe you from iFind You Close. Let me say that again. If you unsubscribe from an email, it does not unsubscribe you from iFind You Close. So just be very careful. Um, you will have to go and manage your account inside of iFind You Close if you want to see any type of changes or anything like that. Okay. And also, when you unsubscribe from the email, you don't get notifications of speaking opportunities every month. So you will have to, or every week. So you will have to remember to go and log in every Monday before 6 p.m. to see the latest speaking opportunities, or you can go the rest of the week. I mean, they're going to be sitting there for a long time, so you can see what's going on. All right, I think that we got that. We got logging in, uh, your info. We got that. How to cancel, how to update and manage your account. We got that. Updating your credit card. Boom. Uh, you're going to get two types of receipts. You can go in here to print out a receipt for under your order history, or you're going to get an email inside of your inbox every month that says you have subscribed, and it will say I find you clothes slash keep up with Mrs. Jones LLC. That is the umbrella company. That is me. And so I think, oh my gosh, I think we're getting there. We're getting there. I know this is like really dry content. I'm not overly animated. But this is information that I think is so important for those of you who are looking to work with I Find You Clothes or trying to find out more about it, or you're a subscriber and you're just like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't see anything, blah, 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 blah. So I just wanted to make sure you have all of that information. So now we're at the final part, and you have been amazing to keep up with me and me fumbling around with with oh my gosh, fumbling around with live stream for the first time. So now I actually see a few things that I need to work on. Definitely some things I need to work on. So we're going to talk about what's next in our final little installment of what's next for I Find You Clothes. Right now, we're working on a few behind the scenes things to make everything as easy for you to find. I want you to be able to find the information you need quick, fast, and to a hurry. So I always tell people, if there's something you need, please let me know. Because, sometimes when you're in your own thing, you don't see what others may need. And I've done the focus groups many, many times, and I always learn something from it. But if there's something specifically that you need that I can do, I will put this in for you. So I do have to let you know that there are a couple of things that I Find You Clothes does not do. It is not customized, and you cannot search for particular speaking opportunities or by topic. So you have to go in every week to see what's available, and I post about minimum of 5, maximum 11, or if there's more, I will post those each week. So you have to kind of work within that. But the biggest thing is to make sure that you find the information that you need so that you can apply for these opportunities that are out there. There are a lot of speaking opportunities that are out there. One thing that I do use is the survey. As soon as you sign up, I ask, for you to tell me more about yourself, because I do base my research based on what you tell me. So if a lot of you are saying that you are, you talk about social media marketing, then yeah, I'm probably going to lean toward events that I definitely see social media marketing. For those of you who are motivational speakers, I need more specific topics, because not everybody's looking for a motivational speaker, unfortunately. So I try to base on what you tell me, why you signed up and what you're looking for with I Find You Clothes. But I do want to go over here to the blog just to show you some other little details about what is happening with the platform, so that you can find the information you need. So when you go over to the blog, we're using Medium as our blog source. And here are the topics here. I try to post anything that I think is helpful, get on conference stages by pitching a panel. A lot of information does come from the newsletter. You get the first dibs, and then it goes out to the rest of the world. How to land your next speaking gig with tracking. So all you have to do is just open up the email the blog post, and you can read a few things that'll help you get there. Now, the other things that we have started doing, a lot of the information inside of I Find You Clothes, like definitions, how to navigate, we are starting to move all of that over to the blog for the outside. So just in case you can't get in, This is how you find the stuff you need. So like this video, we'll post it here on the blog, like, finding speaking gigs with iFind You Clothes. In case you get lost with anything, hopefully we can do the chapters here on YouTube. And we're going to tag these things so that you can get started. So here's like our getting started. So if you ever get lost, try to go to the blog. If you cannot email me, you cannot message, you cannot DM, or if you're looking for something right, if it's 2 a.m., and if you message me at 2 a.m., I'm not going to respond. But if you're looking for information quick, fast, and in a hurry, you can go over to the blog. I'm slowly trying to move all of this information over there as well. A couple of other things that we are working on. I'm going to be opening up consulting services for those of you who are interested in just kind of going a little bit deeper, and getting the advice or help that you need to kind of start focus on this. So that'll happen probably in the fall. There are a couple of courses that I am slowly working on, to get out there to you. So for all of you, there are some of you who did purchase the Build Your Public Speaking Kit. Oh man, I can't talk. What I'm going to start doing is adding more information to that. So there's a couple of background courses that we've done over the years, and they've been amazing. And I've loved doing all of these courses, for those who purchased, for those who participated. I'm simplifying everything in the world of iFind You Clothes, and what I'm going to do is start combining all of this into one huge course, and I'm going to call it a reference course. It is everything that you need to know to get on stage, build a speaking kit, everything. So for those of you who have already purchased this, you're good. You're fine. You already got it. It's going to just have more information. I'm just going to consolidate all of these courses down into one big resource guide and call it the ultimate guide of everything you need to know about landing speaking gigs. All the interviews I've ever done with other people, other experts, it's all going to be in there. And just try to just make things a little simplified. Now, this is just me. I'm going for simplification. My mantra for the next few years is simplification, but also making it easy for you to get the information that you need. Because sometimes, when you're jumping into something brand new, all the information is just all over the place. And I want to make sure that if you are a fan of iFind You Clothes, or a subscriber, or if you've done business with us, that you can find it in one simple place so that you can get everything that you need. So that is a couple of things that we're working on over here. Like I said, if you have any questions around anything, all you have to do is let me know. I think we're done. And one day I'm gonna fix all this so that I can have my titles and everything perfect. Like, man, it's been amazing when you haven't live streamed in a long time. But I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get my groove going back into this. But hopefully this was useful. Any questions, put them in the comment box, boop, 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 right below me. For those of you who are live, in the chat thingy over there. Is it over there? I don't know where it is. It's over there somewhere. You can put that over in the chat box. I will be sure to respond to anything that you have. And for those of you who are not members or subscribers to iFind You Clothes, and if you're interested in having somebody do the research for you, take a look at us, ifindyouclothes.com. We're $19.99 a month. That's it. Cancel anytime. I already showed you how to manage your account. It's fairly easy. I actually like it. And don't forget to sign up for your onboarding call so we can have a phone call and we can chat and I can guide you through everything one by one. So with that, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. For all of you who are subscribers to iFind You Clothes, I really do appreciate you doing business with us. If I can help you in any way to land on all these big stages, just let me know. And I hope you have an amazing summer, because it's summer right now and it's hot. Stay cool, have an amazing summer, and please invite me to your next gig. See you soon.